How you doing, guys? Brian here with another episode of Adventures with Brian and Family. Today I got my 1500 and I'm going to do a review on it and some of the mods I made to make your 1500 last as long as possible. Alright, let's look at this thing. This is a 2018 Ram limited edition. I bought it brand new from the dealership. As most of you know, I work as a car detailer, so I got an incredible deal on this. I traded in my 2013 Chrysler Town & Country for this, and I walked away with an awesome deal. I think I paid $46,000 out the door for this. This had a sticker price of originally $73,000. So you might notice this isn't your typical Ram with the fender flares and the black sticker in between the doors. I've made some modifications and I'll get into that in a little bit, but I'll show you inside right now. So I got about 108,000 kilometers on it. And it's really nice in here. Got leather seats. I've got the heated and cooling seats for both the driver and passenger. And what else? Got a dash cam right there. And one back there. I got heated seats for the rear passengers. And so what else? I got storage underneath here. Got storage underneath the seat. And this folds out to fold flat. You can store stuff on there if you want. The nicer Rams always have the really nice stitching here. I work on these trucks all the time, and I can always tell the difference between a cheap Ram and an expensive Ram. This is all leather. The cheaper ones just have plastic door panels. Now, I originally had the two decals that was between the two doors there. They're like a flat black, kind of like a sticker basically. I don't know why Ram puts those things on. They look better without them. The other modification I made to my Ram, the fender flares, I've taken all those off. The problem with those are they're only held in there with bolts on the bottom here and with two-way tape. What happens is over time the two-way tape lets go of the fender and it looks terrible. I also took them off because they tend to rust right at the bottom here. They collect dirt and moisture. I added a step right here. Definitely comes in handy. Oops. It has the tri-fold tonneau cover on there. And inside it has a cage. It's mainly for groceries so they don't slide forward. And I'll show you what that looks like when it's on the tailgate. So if you're carrying bigger loads and you need to have a larger truck bed, these cages work awesome. But most of the time I have it folded on the inside. And it's just basically to prevent my groceries from sliding forward. I've owned this truck for 5 years, and to be honest with you, I haven't really had any problems with it. She still runs great. Some new things I bought. New tires. These are the Yokohama Geolanders. Those are awesome tires too, by the way. Bought a new battery. This is an Interstate underneath the cover there. And of course, because it's a Ram, gotta have a cold air intake. The step I mentioned, and I got new mud guards for it because you gotta have those. This is my first truck I've ever owned. And fuel economy is about 13 liters per 100 kilometers. And I have the big Hemi 5.7 engine in there. Guys, if you're gonna buy a Ram, do yourself a favor and get a V8, not the 6-cylinder, because the 6-cylinder and V8s, they get the same amount of fuel economy. The only difference is I believe the 6-cylinders get a little bit better fuel economy on the highway, but for me, I tow a trailer, V8s are much better. And no, this one does not have the Hemi tick. I think they solved that problem back in 2016. Now, the only issue I've ever had with my truck is my radio. The problem was you'd start the truck up and they would just spontaneously freeze and turn off and restart again. I had that actually for quite a while, but the problem went away. I think it was just a radio update or something. Yeah, it doesn't seem to do that anymore. Okay, one other issue that I know about these Rams, what they have is between the, let's see here, the cab and the box. So if you take a look, mine doesn't have it. So on the, where is it? The box side, there's a plastic strip that goes on the bottom of this. I'm not sure exactly what it's for, but what happens is it rubs on the cab part, rubs the paint right off, and if you live in the salt belt, that'll rust out your cab real quick. I took mine off, and that affects all Rams, both new and old. So another issue that the Rams have is behind the fender, right about here, they have an acoustical strip. Not sure exactly why they put that in there, but what happens is moisture gets in behind this acoustical strip and actually starts rusting out right about here. Guys, if you're going to get one of these trucks and live in a rust belt, just get it crowned, rust proofed. Don't get it like rust proof through the dealer. Just go to Crown, get it oil sprayed once a year, you don't have a problem. So in 2018, this was the last body style that Ram came out with. In 2019, they came out with the newer body style. And yeah, they are much better looking, beautiful interiors. But I would rather drive a 2018 model. They're much more reliable. Every time a dealership comes out with a new body style, there's always issues that they have to work out. And 2019 models are no exception. I talk to the mechanics regularly about the issues. 2019 had brake issues, radio issues. The big 12-inch screen ones don't seem to work properly. I think they fixed most of them in 2022, I believe. Now, the only issues I have with my truck is I need new brakes. Not that the pads are wore out, the rotors are kind of warped, and I'm due for new spark plugs. But you know, those are just wear and tear items, and I'll get that done probably sometime this year. Guys, I hope you liked this video. I hope it was informative. I'm going camping next weekend. I'm taking a few days off work. I'll be filming that, so I'll see you next week. See you later.